my name is Cindy, and I am a parent of a 3-year-old who has used First Steps home care with Miss Millie for the past year and a half. We moved to Tuscaloosa and we were looking for a good quality daycare within our family budget without losing sight of the care of a quality care of our daughter. So when I came across to the daycare and within social media, and whenever I reached out to Miss Millie, I asked for a tour, and she was very welcoming, very warm, with a good environment. I was able to see all the little details that she had for the kids. And throughout the year, she honestly became as family. You can see the quality of the services that she offers. You can see the love that she has for the kids and patience that she has for the kids. What I honestly love about the daycare is how she takes the time to teach and educate the kids, from the little things of their numbers, their colors, the alphabet, both Spanish and English, to also having an influence in their sensory, their behavior, addressing any concerns that you have. She's also great in communication. Every time I reached out to her, she was very promptly answering all my texts and phone calls. And even if there was any accident under her care, because let's be honest, kids are kids, she always provided videos of any accidents that happened, because she does have cameras within her facilities as well, and she's very transparent of any incidents under her care. She's truly great with the kids, and I will never feel more comfortable leaving her as if I will be leaving her with another family member. So that's my honest review with the daycare that Miss Millie provides. I hope that this daycare is suitable for your families as well. As you can see, that the true love that she has of educating the young minds is truly her passion. Thank you.
Hi, so I prefer an in-home daycare for Mason because I feel like it's a smaller environment, and I feel like she gets more individualized care and love. I don't feel like she's just another baby there. I feel like she's Mason there, and she's a part of a daycare family, and her needs are being met, and she's getting attention and love throughout the day while I'm at work, and it just kind of really eases my mind. It's less kids there, so there's less germs, so I don't really have to worry too much about that. And I get communication daily of her activities and what she's doing. And I just think it's more like a little family that she's a part of, and she's happy and she's healthy. She's seeing the same people every day that are caring for her, and she's building those relationships, and I just feel like it's good for her and her development, especially at being 6 months. It was a difficult decision to put her in daycare, but I'm very pleased with the choice in First Steps, and I feel like she's doing great, and First Steps is awesome.
Good afternoon. As a mother of 4, and an educator, I personally prefer home-based daycare because I feel like it has more of a family feel. For my young ones, I've always placed them in home-based daycares. I appreciate the structure that they still have. They're not just sitting around watching TV. They're being well educated, and I just feel like it, I don't know, it allows them to create a little tight-knit community of their own at an early age. And then, as they get older, then when they're about 4, then I go ahead and move them into preschool. But yes, as my children are young, I definitely prefer a home-based daycare. I just feel like it's more close-knit. They're treated more like family. And that's just always been our preference.
A little over a year ago, my husband and I went on a quest to find daycare services for our now 2-year-old. And after COVID, as some of you know, things were really crazy. And so safety was the top priority in us finding a suitable daycare for her. First child, so all of the stresses that goes along with finding daycare was definitely there. So we visited a number of very popular daycares within the area in our neighborhood, and none of them created that sort of environment that made us comfortable and to leave our daughter there. While education and those social needs were definitely important, so was the connection that she had with her teachers. So we ultimately decided on looking at home-based daycares, just because, again, the child to adult ratio was a little smaller, and we stumbled upon Miss Millie. And my daughter absolutely loved the atmosphere on the day that I was able to take her for a visit, just to kind of see how she would fit with the milieu of the rest of the kiddos that were already established there. Home daycare for us created a very warm and nurturing environment where our daughter is able to grow, to develop those social skills. Miss Millie is extremely creative with the activities, and my daughter's vocabulary amazes me, and it increases daily. The smaller group setting allows for her to be able to get, I believe, a lot more of the personal attention. So her needs, her quirks and things like that are able to be seen and addressed a lot more proficiently than I believe the larger daycares were able to do. By her being in the home daycare, they are engaging in age-appropriate activities that, again, promotes the educational as well as her social needs. Like I say, safety was one of the most important things to me. And being able to see the care and the consideration that Miss Millie has for my daughter is extremely overwhelming and heartfelt. Communication. There isn't 4 or 5 different teachers in which you have to communicate needs and things like that. It's one person that I go through, and communication is extremely well. When Riley or my other daughter, Remy, needs things or whatever's going on throughout the day, that line of communication, even with us primarily speaking 2 different languages, I'm also able to learn, some Spanish as well as some English as well. And we'll ask what different words mean in each other's language. So despite the 2 different languages, we're still able to effectively communicate. So I highly recommend home daycare, more so Miss Millie's daycare, for anyone who is seeking a nurturing, a safe, and enriching environment for their child.